I'm back. This is part 2 because I felt like I just finished the other one really quickly, and I don't know whether I'm gonna stick with this too long, how it's gonna go. All I see is just, oh god, that I've got 12 chins, and I just look at myself and just feel like I'm horrendous, and it just, I don't know, I've got such a hang up. Oh my look, I really shouldn't care. Who am I trying to impress? Huh? Yeah, so I kind of ended, sorry, I did this nose before I friggin' started. Bear with me again, sorry, I just felt that I could feel that if I didn't take care of it, I'd be snuffling away, and I didn't want to do that. Just in case that this one goes for half an hour too. I'm worried that this is too dark, but then it's probably better that it is, because who wants to see my fucking pig ugly face? I honestly don't know why I'm doing this, other than I always have this kind of thing where I don't know, I want to think somebody's at the other end. I'm like missing him again. Well, always. I never stop. Which is stupid what I was talking about before, you know, the fanatical Skyhawks fan that sends a severed finger. I mean, I would never send him a severed finger. I want my fingers. Thank you. Let's just pretend you're not getting a severed finger. I value my fingers. And I know if by some miracle he was, he's not going to admit to it. I just like to do a thing where I just ask a question. I wish I could just ask a question and hope it would get answered, but the idea that it would get answered, well, then that would be a giveaway, wouldn't it? And then I just sit and think, oh, wow, it makes it sound like I've got such a massive ego to think that, like, I'm dreaming that he's gonna, like, come and look at my blog and watch these stupid videos, and it's just ridiculous. Why on earth, of like all the millions of other things he could do with his time, would he be doing this? Would he be doing that? This? I mean, Jesus, if it takes like however many people, jabbering on about the Queen's Gambit to him to finally having a, alright, I'll look at the Queen's Gambit. seeing as everyone's going on and on about it. Must be alright then. I mean, if it takes all of that for something that's seemingly universally lauded, for him to actually go, oh, okay, there must be something in it. Why on earth would some dumb fat chicks friggin' stupid outpourings of whatever be of any remote interest? That's what I read. Where did I read that? Actually, that's what I did last night. I was really, really sad. Like, you know what? Hey, let's do this. Because, like, who's gonna be worried about it? Who's gonna, like... I'm not even sure I'd find it now. I always wonder, like, I should just say what I'm gonna talk about. Right. I've always wondered why this is still active. Jim had a Twitter account, like, well, I don't know, the tweets go back to like 2009. Is that when it started? Is that when he started it? So like they go like 2009, 2010, I think, and then into maybe 2011, but then they stop. So like 10 years ago he abandoned his Twitter account to do Facebook, and that's where, you know, when I come into the fandom, I could see that like Facebook was the thing for him, and I was very much into Twitter before. I mean, Twitter was my social network of choice up to that point, and then I kind of got reeled into the Facebook thing because I thought, well, he hangs out on Facebook, so, you know, must be pretty cool. Yeah, that kind of thing, you know. Like, well, if Jim's doing it, it must be good. And then, of course, like, you know, it was nice. It was nice, some of the things that went on Facebook when they went on. So last night I was nostalgia tripping because I couldn't even remember his page, you know, like his Twitter account, what the actual Twitter handle was, and I couldn't find it. And then last night I don't even know how I got to it, but I stumbled across it. I honestly, genuinely don't know how I got there now. But I was there, and I'm going, oh, you know what? I didn't think I've read these tweets in years. I'm gonna see what the hell he would like say, because like years back. I kind of had a look, and I read the tweets, and I was reading responses, and like, you know, he obviously replied to people in tweets. And I'm looking at them, and one going, oh, there is no filter, is there? there's no one like looking at what he's saying. Firstly, that was very obvious. There was no kind of like, you know, I got the impression there was no management there going, you can't say that, Jim. Don't say that, Jim. there, there was the first thing that was quite evident. Secondly, was this penchant that I've never like borne witness to since. It doesn't seem to be a thing that I don't remember it being a thing that he did on Facebook, like replying to people. But he definitely has a penchant for referring to, well, obviously women. I hope he obviously thinks they're women that he's responding to. I think by calling them my dear. A friend used to like a friend had spoken to me a few times about like meetings she'd had with him, you know, like chance encounters. Not like that. And that he would go blah 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 blah, my dear, and I'd be like, yeah, he doesn't say that. And then I'm reading all these tweets last night going, he friggin' does. He actually does use this my dear thing all the time. Well, he did then. What was the other thing I kind of took note of? I don't know. I can't remember now. But I actually found myself riveted. Riveted in a rather strange way. um, Maybe, is this how I got to it? I don't know. Must be not. I have no idea how I got to this now. I really don't. I think this was the last tweet. Well, this looks like it's the last tweet. So it's like 27th of July 2011. I think that probably coincides a little bit. I don't know, but I think that might coincide with the seeing of quietus management coming on board. I think those two things coincide somehow. People still following. I mean, I don't know when they. Following 1,789 people. I know that's not a lot, but it's amazing, actually. Yeah, so the last tweet that came out was answer to your question, no Minds Gigs UK this year, but look out for early next year. Oh, don't even. And I'm going, oh, that's 12, that's 5 by 5 live, shut the front door. I want my time back. I wish 2006 had happened. It's like football ones where I just kind of I just go. Yeah, it's not all riveting stuff. Can we talk about the oxymoron that is there that exists of like? No, I better not. There was one where I just went, oh my god, honestly. There's something about playing in Italy and him looking out at the crowd. And I just sort of like just rolled my eyes back. Oh, freaking Jesus, honestly. You're so predictable. I love how I love how originality is deemed to be old hat. Is it? You have an excuse for everything. Oh, I would love to be able to kind of have this kind of bravado. I love this. Spectacular views of the North Sea from the stage. This is like 23rd of August 2009. Who knows where the hell they were. Spectacular views of the North Sea from the stage and the band magnificent. It took 3 injections to get me on stage. Worth it considering 8 hours before the doctor said I would not be able to travel to Germany, never mind perform. Wrong. I'll show you. I'll do it. I'll break my back. I don't care. This one was a real typical response. Performers live, I think, for the song known as the encore. It's the last song between them and the and the awaiting sausage rolls. This one, I'm off to take the dog. Off to take the dog for a walk, get the bird an ice cream, etc. And I'm like, the bird as in the bird non-feathered variety. It was your accompaniment on said walk. I'm seeing I'm seeing ones where I go, really? You reference this? I would think that these. Well, I think these kind of things just don't make an impact on him. So like, he goes, promo good for us, yes, in a Huey Green opportunity knocks kind of way. Sorry, this is going to be a lot of dead end. Unless I really hunt them out very quickly. There was one. Oh, I've got to find that one, haven't I? Ah. The thing is, I'm reading now that I didn't read before. Or read last night. Um, he looked so good in a mullet. A phrase I never ever bargained on hearing. Followed with a I love you. Oh, they were lucky. I've got one of those. But then I never told him that I loved his mullet. Not sure I've ever loved anybody's mullet. Coming from the home of the mullet. Seen too many. Far too many. Had some. Certainly would reply to people. This one I was surprised at. This one I was thinking about just before I started doing this. It was replying to someone. He says, Coldplay write beautiful melodies. Killers I can't quite embrace. Wonder if that's changed in, what, 12 years? Holding him to account for things he said 12 years ago. Hey, that's what happens when I get old and, nothing's going on and you're just looking for something to grasp. I don't know who this person is, but he would reply to them quite a bit. Artemis M09. He says, why? One not good enough for you? Something good on the telly that night? Washing your hair, etc. Tupperware party at night? I lived for Tupperware parties. Oh. such ideas. I had Tupperware parties and I saved up like a shitload of Tupperware. I bought tons of it, and that was my. I can't even remember what you called it. What did you call that thing? It was like one kind of my wedding chest. what whatever friggin' other term we used for it. It was like kind of just saving up for when I was some sad married off person. Oh, I don't think. Well, subsequently, it could have been any more unconventional. A friend of mine would be very, very pleased to hear this tweet reply that says, "The beard is not for me." I don't know whether he means he's personally or whether he just means someone else currently sporting a beard at that point, but let's just assume he means himself. That will make that person happy. Though I've seen him in a beard, and he's talked about having a beard before. He certainly had stubble. I ain't going anywhere else. I'm just thinking about the stubble burn, baby. I want to know who he's talking about here. He's such a snide bastard. He replies to this lady who, like, doesn't kind of mince where her allegiance is by looking like she calls herself Kerchix. As, yes, he comes round the house every Sunday morning. We read the papers, then have a sing along with the top 30 on the radio. I even miss the bitchy stuff. I miss the bitchy stuff. It would come out every now and again. I don't think he showed much more. He was showing much more constraint later on. But oh my god, unless I was on the end of it, receiving end of it, I didn't really like it very much. But it happened to other people. I would sit back and go, "Jesus, you're a bitch. I love you." I don't know what he's talking about here. He has a slap coming, to be honest. Oh my god. Yeah, as if you don't enjoy it. He replies to someone going, "You girls, I mentioned Speedos once, and so many still going on about them." That was one of my favoriteest replies was me just making threat of bringing the donuts along to the, I think it was to the to the album signing, and he said something like, um, I must have it saved somewhere. Something about his had leather trousers to put on and they weren't fitting properly yet or something, and it was like, you know, 2 weeks before the gigs were starting. I can't remember how it went exactly, but I was just saying this like just before because Catherine was saying about, you know, like having to filter out some YouTube profiles and, you know, just having to get the haters off and stuff. And you go, I really have no idea how you keep the thick skin. I really don't. This reply, he goes, that's right. I'm a music fan, but the difference is I also make music and regularly get slaughtered along the way. I don't cry. I don't know how you stay that thick skinned. I really don't. This one was like, oh, I was like, great topic. He says, worst ever live concerts. Easy for me, that one. Jam in Glasgow in 79. New Order, San Francisco 81. Turgid both. I'm sure when he was talking to Frank, he brought up that New Order gig again. Because they were playing at the same gig. I think they were kind of like did an alternate support thing for each other. And Frank was doing the sound. And he was sort of saying like, you know, you made us sound like great, and they were freaking shit. He can be friggin' tough, can't he? Like, honestly. Replying to someone, I don't know who he's referring to at this point. He goes, I don't know them. Springsteen was okay. No surprises. I want surprises. Springsteen was okay. Fuck, Jim, you're tough. Jesus Christ. Sorry, there was just something that just made me laugh. There's just nothing else I can really, or nothing really to read out. But I love these thinly veiled promises like this one. You're so lucky. That is that is the plan, my dear. Just you wait and see what's up my sleeve. That's not good. That's not good. If that's really what you said. Oh my dear Lord. That's questionable. Sorry, Jim. This is the bit where we get to the Speedos. October, the Lilo beckons, sob sob. Where are my cherry red Speedos? The ones that mortify my daughter, but not necessarily her friends? Really? Are you sure? Are you sure Yasmin's friends were looking at you like really? I admire the ticketage, right? Wow. Oh my god. If you say so. Sure, if Yasmin saw that tweet, she must have just went, Dad, seriously? Oh my god. Well, it depends on how you did it, but so. But then we knew I read what you said that you did it because the back is getting there. Not a sexy ailment, is it? A sore back, not very rock and roll. Especially not when you get it when you're like cleaning your teeth. No. Still, crap back, white teeth. Hey. Ah, here it is. Talking about a gig in Teo. Of course it was Teo. Not every gig you look into the front row and then see the local butcher, baker, policeman, traffic warden, waitress, fruit and veg seller, etc. Not that I was paying much attention, but am I wrong in saying that there were some very fine looking ladies there last night? Yeah, and you spotted every single one of them I met and went, you and you. Laters. Although, see now it's making sense. See, like, and then days later his back's out. Right, I'm putting two and two together here now. Yep, it's all making sense. Teo gig, lovely ladies. A few days later, his back's out. Yeah, cleaning your teeth, Jim. Sure. I believe you. Many others wouldn't. We know. I've worked it out. The tweets don't lie. I don't care. They're 12 years old. They don't lie. It's written. It's history. It's right there. I've worked it out. I just, dream that I can put you back out. I think the nearest thing I would get to putting you back out is, when you tried to lasso me and to give me the hug that I wish could have lasted for a million years, but maybe. Anyway, we are 40 to nearly 43 minutes in, just wasting time, just reading tweets. So, I guess I should probably just piss off. I miss those kind of things. I miss those kind of things. They seem like such trivial, incidental things, but they make life more bearable. And I love them. So, if by some miracle, please come back. Because one post every Sunday is not enough. You might just stop all of these happening. Not that, Anyway, I'm gonna go. Steady's here. Aren't you, Steady? Aww. She's very warm. She has a heat pad she's sleeping on. Oh dear. Okay, I'm gonna go because it's gonna end up morning after all the fun I had just being incredulous by some of those tweets. The Speedos. Oh, the people were talking about the Speedos because they couldn't believe that you actually said that. It's not that they were just still gawping at the idea of you and your Speedos. I was just going, you said what? good.